Considering this franchise is at number 9, the things that you've all done as a family, 2001, take me there for a minute.
2001, I was a little baby at 21, and I really had no idea what a phenomenon Fast and Furious would become.
Yeah.
So, and it's taken us around the world. I mean, it's given us so many different opportunities. It's been pretty unique.
What would you tell that person in 2001, yourself, knowing everything that you've learned already so far with this franchise? And
I would say loosen up, girl. Like, have some more fun. Like, I
go.
feel like at 41, I'm having more fun than I did at 21.
Really?
Yeah, I am.
You're living it up now.
I am.
It's happening.
Totally. Yeah.
What's it been like to have that family and to know that everyone is still so close and everything, again, that you guys have been through and seen and explored together?
It's been such a blessing. I mean, I you know, Vin is a constant in my life, as is Michelle and Justin Lin, our director.
Yeah.
It's wonderful to be able to rely on those people for advice. And I also think it adds so much to our chemistry when we are on screen, when we're on set, because there's this level of familiarity and comfort you have, and you can't really replicate that. It's really unique.
For the women in this film, I know I talked to Michelle when the trailer came out, knowing that the women behind the scenes as well now are part of this film, and to see girls kicking butt and owning it on the screen, and for younger girls out there to just watch that and have that representation. What does that mean to you?
It means a lot to me, because as an actress growing up in this industry, I came up in the FHM Maxim days, you know, where it was like part of your career was you had to pose like in a bikini, and like it's just, our culture has completely shifted, where now it's all about female empowerment, and it's all about you know, showcasing your strength, and I think that is so much better, and I'm so glad that it happened while I'm still working. And I feel like the fact that we can just also reflect what it's like to be a woman, and reflect reality, and also be aspirational in that girls can do this too. I think it's such an awesome thing.
Again, I say this every time I talk to anyone part of this cast. Paul, you know, condolences always for him. I know you guys and everyone were so close. Obviously, the two of you on screen. What was it like to see this come to life? And knowing, again, his legacy will always be a part of that.
Yeah, I think the fact that Brian is still alive in this universe enables us to honor Paul as well.
Right.
Which is a wonderful thing. But obviously, you know, I think about Paul regardless of whether I'm on set, regardless of whether I'm thinking about the movies, because he was someone very beloved to me, independent of that.
Yeah.
So yeah. It was a huge loss, but I'm really happy that we get to honor him through these films as well.
I think I was reading somewhere that he helped you with your own stunts, right? He gave you the strength to do your own stunts.
Paul was so brave, and like he was so, I remember on Fast 5, he would rap, and then he would like do jiu-jitsu with his buddies, and he was just an active, fearless dude. And so when we had this stunt where we had to jump off a roof, I was like, I got you, don't worry about it. Like, here's how we're gonna do it. And he just made me feel so much better. And he had that effect on everyone. It wasn't unique to me.
I was going to say, that's what it seems like. Everyone has something with him, and he's always pushing people to do better. And do
absolutely.
Things. Fast family, 7-year-old son Julian.
Yeah.
Filming the role. Okay, watch last night. Which one was your son, please?
He's in the scene where the Magna truck is coming and like takes the iPads out of all the school kids' hands. And I was so nervous because Julian he's kind of impatient. He's very much like me, so he wants things now. And I was like, dude, to be on a set, like, you have to listen to everyone, and you have to follow rules, and you have to be patient. And he was so good. And he then wore the uniform that he had, his costume, like, for days and days. He was so proud.
Does he have the bug now? Is he saying, Mommy, I need to do more?
He not only has the bug, he has better comedic timing than me, and I'm so jealous. Yeah.
Is he on TikTok? Because this might be a TikTok situation.
No. He is not allowed to be on TikTok.
He's only 7.
He Googles things. He Googles stuff like, his dad and I are separated, and he's like, who is daddy dating? Like, stuff like that. And I'm just like, oh my God. So yeah, I have to get really good at like putting parental controls on his iPad, because he will get information. Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm sure he'll be making more appearances in front of the camera, probably behind too, it seems like.
For sure.
The legacy, I want to go back to Paul again for one moment, if I can. Just what is the legacy that you want him, as well as yourself and the rest of this cast, to have on everyone?
Well, for Paul's legacy, I think it's what the Paul Walker Foundation says, which is do good, which is, I think, when Paul passed, there was this sort of massive ripple effect where people who hadn't even met him were so affected. And I think that's very telling of what a pure, wonderful spirit he had, because people just got what a great person he was. And so I think when you can leave the world a better place than you found it, like he did, and like he I think planned to do, I think that's a wonderful thing. So I think that's the best we can hope for all of us. And to use our visibility and our power for good.
Absolutely, well said. I want to take it, before we get out of here, your first car, because obviously everyone's been behind the wheel in this franchise. Do you remember your first car?
I do remember my first car. I sound a little bit like a princess, but my first car, I earned it because I was in the franchise, and but it was a Beamer. It was a white Beamer. 3 Series Beamer.
Stop
driving
it.
around LA. Yeah.
So that was your first car from after doing
Fast, because I was really afraid of driving. I was the chick who, having to go from audition to audition, I would go on MapQuest and I'd be like, avoid highways, avoid freeways. If I had to get on a freeway, I'd be like, I'm not going to make it. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do it.
By the way, I'm looking at the camera, MapQuest. Y'all don't know nothing about that.
No.
Remember MapQuest?
Yes.
You had to print it
It
out.
was so good. It was Thomas Guide, then MapQuest, and now it's all on your phone.
If you could tell the people before they see the film what they can expect, and just how much fun they're going to have.
I mean, I was part of the film, and yet the first 5 minutes of the movie, I was just like blown away. I was sweating in my seat practically because it was just so massive in scope. And I think also it's a very sweet movie in that lots of questions get answered about the Toretto's past.
Yes.
And you also get the introduction of Jacob, which is a really exciting character, and you get to see the girls kick a lot of ass.
Yes, there's a lot. You guys are not going to want to miss this. It's so much fun, and the heart is always there.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. This was fun.
That was fun.